Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all so much for being here to honor our amazing class of 2020. I am Dr. Kimberly Dunn, the University Marshal for Florida Atlantic University. In a few moments, we will begin the commencement ceremony to honor Florida Atlantic University's class of 2020. As we prepare to welcome our graduates, we would like to emphasize how much we all want to maintain this important occasion, an orderly ceremony, and to ensure that all graduates receive the recognition they have earned. We ask that you now silence all cell phones and electronic devices that could mar the dignity of the ceremony for our graduates. Please refrain from using air horns and other noisemakers. These devices may call attention to a particular individual, but at the expense of disturbing the ceremony for all others, denying the graduates and their families the honor of hearing their names called. We also ask you to please remain seated during the entire ceremony so that every student who crosses the stage today receives our respect and attention. The ceremony will begin with the procession of the graduates, faculty, and platform party. Following the national anthem and speaker remarks, the awarding of degrees will begin with the specialist and master's degree recipients, followed by the baccalaureate degree recipients. The ceremony will conclude with the recessional. A professional photographer will take each student picture as the student crosses the platform and at 2 other points off stage. The fire marshal requires that we keep all aisles clear, so that we must ask that you not leave your seats to take individual pictures. We are also required by Florida law to advise you to take note of the nearest exit where you should proceed in the event of an emergency. Thank you all in advance for your cooperation. And now, to honor the class of 2020, please rise for the processional.
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, please welcome the University Marshal, Dr. Kimberly Dunn.
Good afternoon, Owls. Are you ready for this long-awaited graduation? On behalf of the entire faculty of Florida Atlantic University, welcome to the commencement ceremony for the class of 2020. Mezzo-soprano Monica Benavides-Hidalgo and the FAU Brass Ensemble of the Dorothy F. Schmidt College of Arts and Letters, Department of Music, will perform our national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner, with Dr. Kyle Prescott, Director of Bands, conducting. Please rise for our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we've watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red clear, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Florida Atlantic University's President, John Kelly.
Dr. Dunn, members of the faculty, special guests, family members, friends, and graduates, it is with great pleasure that I welcome you to Florida Atlantic University's live in-person commencement ceremony for the class of 2020. Before I proceed, I'd like to acknowledge several of our deans who are with us today for the presentation of degrees. Dr. Paul Hart, Associate Dean for the College of Business. Dr. Robert Stackman, Dean of the FAU Graduate College. And Dr. Teresa Wilcox, the Interim Dean of the Charles E. Smith College of Science. Additionally, I would like to recognize the dedicated men and women who've worked so extra hard to quickly switch to remote learning last spring so that our students could continue with their coursework and graduate on time. Thank you, FAU faculty. I would be remiss if I did not call attention to the tremendous impact and toll that COVID-19 has had on all of us. Nationwide, we've lost more than 700,000 people, and I know that many of you have lost family members or friends. Would you please join me in a moment of silence in honor of those lives that were impacted by the pandemic? Thank you. Graduates, it is really wonderful to see you here today. It has certainly been a trying year and a half, and I appreciate your patience as we work through this difficult time. The COVID-19 pandemic certainly charged all of us in different ways to look differently. We missed out on a lot, but I didn't want you to miss out on this very important special occasion. I know how hard each of you have worked, And it is important that we show that you here at FAU, your degree really matters. Your accomplishments also matter. And today, at long last, you have the opportunity to walk across this stage and be congratulated properly by your family members, friends, and faculty mentors. A few years ago, we started a tradition here of giving graduates the opportunity to take a selfie from their seats, with me contributing a photobomb in the background. This was actually inspired by NASA astronaut and FAU engineering graduate Steve Swanson, who posted the world's first Instagram selfie from outer space. So in honor of Steve and his accomplishments, and considering your virtual commencement, I encourage you to take a selfie with whomever you were watching the ceremony with today when we were visiting together virtually. Now you have the opportunity to do it in person. So how about it? How about that phone you were not supposed to have brought with you to the ceremony today? Would you like to bring it out and get your selfie right now? All right, find that phone and turn around toward the stage, and I am going to figure out how to do a photo bomb for you, so you'll have a memory of this incredible year you've been through. Thank you very much for satisfying my need there. Not only can I tweet, I can retweet. So if you would, send those to @FAUPresident, and I will send them back out to try to get you some more likes on those. Be sure to use the hashtag FAUgrad and FAU GIF sticker to your selfie on Instagram or Snapchat. If you're on Twitter, I'll be waiting on you. Don't forget to use the hashtag FAUgrad. Now, if you would, please put the phones away so that we don't forget to turn them off, and we have the rest of the ceremony cell phone free so that we can properly honor all of you who are graduating today. I'd like to take a moment to say a special word of welcome to all the family and friends in the audience, as well as those who are watching this ceremony via the web. I know how very proud you are of your graduates, and I want to thank them for the love and support that they provided on this academic journey of yours. Graduates, please join me in a great round of applause for your family and friends who stuck by you. Many members of this class chose to participate in the senior class gift tradition by donating $20.20, I'll give you another year back, an amount that matches the graduation year of 2020 to support current and future OWLs. To signify that connection, graduates who donated are wearing special red and blue cords today. Since the program's inception in 2014, more than 7,000 OWLs have contributed more than $170,000 toward the Senior Class Scholarship Fund. Congratulations. We want to thank those graduates for supporting the university in this meaningful way and hope it marks the beginning of a lifelong commitment to your alma mater. More than 1/3 of our 2020 graduates have done something that no one in their family has ever done before. They've earned a college degree. Imagine that. I want to extend my personal heartfelt congratulations to all of these first-generation graduates. I'm so very proud of you, and I know that this is just the first of many successes for you. I'd like to invite all of our first-generation grads to stand for a well-deserved round of applause. I'd also like to acknowledge another very special group of graduates, the men and women who've served our country and continue to serve our country in the armed forces. Will any graduates who are currently serving in the military or who are veterans, please stand so we can thank you for your service and congratulate you on your academic achievement. We're also very proud of the academic opportunities that FAU offers students of all ages. Our 2020 graduates range in age from 17 to 77. "207 of our graduates in this class are over the age of 50, and 24 are over 60. What wonderful models they are for their children and grandchildren. Will any of our senior scholars please stand so that we can show you how much we truly admire you? As I mentioned, we also take great pride in students who achieve incredible things at an exceptionally young age. 2 of our graduates received their degrees at the age of 17. Not quite fair, is it? Another 13 were only 18 when they received their college degrees. This is made possible by the fact that FAU High School's dual enrichment program on the campus offers gifted students the opportunity to study for both their high school diplomas and the university degrees at the same time. I'd like to ask any of these impressive young scholars who are in this ceremony to please stand for a well-deserved round of applause. Took you a while, didn't it? Many FAU employees are also students who are working toward degrees while simultaneously earning a living and caring for their families. If any FAU employees are in this ceremony, I would like to invite you to rise now so that your families, coworkers, and everyone here can recognize you on this day of high accomplishment. FAU employees. As you may have heard, we're moving into the American Athletic Conference as a university, a very exciting move for us. And our student athletes contribute so much to the life of the entire FAU community as they strive to excel on the playing field as well as in the classroom. Will all the student athletes who are taking part in this ceremony please stand for one last round of applause from your FAU fans? Saturday is homecoming, so everybody come back and celebrate our new conference on Saturday. Graduates, this year marks the 60th anniversary of the founding of FAU. That is when the state legislature granted funding to build Florida's 5th public university right here in Boca Raton. Just 3 years later, in October of 1964, President Lyndon B. Johnson stood in front of the breezeway with the brand new library in the background and declared FAU officially open. The university had gotten off to a rough start, and a much anticipated day was delayed because earlier that fall, as FAU was preparing to welcome its first students, Hurricane Cleo hit South Florida. The storm caused tremendous damage to the campus and delayed the start of classes. However, when the floodwaters had receded and the power came back on, FAU's new faculty and students arrived, excited to be learning in paradise, a thing we still talk about today, learning in paradise. Of course, the campus itself was no paradise back then. As you might have heard, the university was built on the site of a former Army air base where GIs were trained to use radar technology that truly helped the Allied forces win World War II. If you ever get a chance, look at WLRN. There's an entire documentary on this campus before it was FAU, and it's truly fascinating how the work that went on here saved us in World War II. But after the war ended, this land was neglected for more than a decade. And even when the campus opened in 1964, the grounds were a stark landscape with very little green space. It would be another 7 years before the trees that many of you know of as Narnia were spared from the path of I-95's growth and expansion. And they were literally transplanted here by a math professor named Jack Freeman, who brought the trees to campus and created the forest that we're now familiar with. Rumor has it that back then, the rattlesnakes outnumbered the students. Fortunately, none of that is any longer the case. One thing that has endured, though, is our commitment to the open of the door of opportunity through education. When LBJ spoke at the dedication ceremony, making FAU one of the few universities in U.S. history to be honored in this way by a sitting president, he shared some observations that remain true to this day. He said that FAU plans reflected the future of education in America based on 3 criteria: full equity in educational opportunity, new learning to meet new demands, and new methods necessary to teach many more. How that has been important to us during the pandemic could not be overstressed. Indeed, even back in the 1960s, FAU placed special emphasis on becoming a diverse public university with a diverse student body. We produce workforce-ready students who are meeting the evolving needs of our state and the nation, and we're innovating ways to make education more accessible, as you've experienced during COVID. This included at the time, though, the idea, remember this is 1964, what if you could beam classes to students through the television? That idea has obviously been a fertile one that has been developed much further as we've moved along and would not have had the opportunity that you had this past year had that not early thoughts been ingrained in the public's thinking of what higher ed could be, not just a residential experience, but the things could actually come to you through television and now, of course, through the internet. We were well ahead of our time in that pursuit, as some of the most advanced technology was not yet available. However, the internet, distance learning ultimately became something we've now taken completely for granted, at least until March 2020, when the world shut down due to the pandemic, and it became our only option. In the past year and a half, it was not easy for you. You had to figure out your journey at FAU in a completely new way while you were so close to graduation. And I want to commend you for adopting yourselves and adapting to this very unprecedented way of life. The fact that you graduated is proof, of course, not only of your intelligence, but perhaps more importantly, it speaks to your resilience, what's inside you, what's in your heart, a trait that will always serve you well throughout the rest of your life. You remain focused on getting this degree, often completely isolated from your professors, your classmates, and often also from your family, while trying to remain mentally and physically healthy. And while difficult, there's much to be learned from this experience, including the value of relationships and the creative ways we've learned to maintain those relationships from a safe distance. Like drive-by birthday parties and Zoom weddings. I hope those are gone. Fortunately, the end seems to be in sight. As of last week, more than 189 million people nationwide had been vaccinated, an important step in eradicating this virus. We're also able finally to get back with the family and friends we have not seen in far too long, and get back to where we also can go out now and see the world again, which is so important for each of you. And speaking of seeing the world, I hope you remember that you do not have to be in a classroom to continue your learning at FAU. No matter where you go, you can always tune back into FAU virtually to continue your education. The freedom and opportunity afforded through e-learning was exactly what our university's founders envisioned 60 years ago, and you're proof that it worked. You've helped us to mature our vision of the university, and we will carry forward our long-standing traditions of equity, innovation, and accessibility. You've succeeded in becoming one of the most educated groups of people ever in the world during one of the most challenging times in our recent history. And your legacy will serve as an inspiration to your children and grandchildren. Every member of your generation will be looking forward to you as an example of how to overcome adversity. Congratulations to you, class of 2020. We are so very proud of you. It is now indeed to introduce Anthony Barber. Anthony Barber is the Vice Chair of the Board of Trustees. Anthony has served this university with such distinction for so many years. He is the President and Chief Executive Officer of Barber & Associates, which has been involved in South Florida real estate market for 3 generations. During his 30-year career, Trustee Barber has handled the purchase and negotiations of more than $1 billion in commercial and retail properties, and commercial leases negotiations for more than 1 million square feet of space. He is truly a proud owl. He is the past chair of the FAU Alumni Association's Board of Directors and was named the Distinguished Alumnus for the College of Business in 2010. A great FAU owl, Trustee Anthony Barber.
Thank you, President Kelly. Before I start, I want to take a moment of personal privilege and recognize a friend of our family who's graduating here this afternoon, Mary Elaine Boland. Where are you? There you are. Congratulations. We're so proud of you. You've worked hard and you've gotten here. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, it's my honor and privilege to extend my sincere congratulations to the Florida Atlantic University class of 2020. And it is even more special to do it in person. I consider it an even higher privilege since FAU is my alma mater. As I think about my own journey, standing here is not something that I expected to be doing. In fact, this is the last thing I thought I would be doing. What I'd like to do is share some of the specific things that I've learned in my life. And so I'll start at the beginning. I was born in Jamaica to parents of Lebanese origin. Figure that out. My dad had a 6th grade education, and my mother finished high school. Growing up, my plans were never, college was never a part of my plan. I knew when I was 8 years old that what I wanted to do was I wanted to be in business with my father. He was an entrepreneur. I got to go with him to his office periodically, and we always had our dinner conversation revolved around some business issue that he was dealing with. But those plans got disrupted. My parents sent my siblings and I to a boarding school just outside of Orlando. And I met my sister's sweet mate. It didn't take me long to realize that she was the one for me. Then I had to convince her that I was the one for her. That took a little longer. When I met her father, I had to regroup. So I'm in sales, and one of the things they teach you in sales is know your audience. Education was very important to him. And so I knew in order for me to take our relationship to the next level, I was going to have to get a college degree. So I recalibrated. My parents had moved to Boca Raton, so FAU it was. Well, so I thought. I didn't realize FAU was an upper division university. So then it was Palm Beach Junior College and then FAU. In order to accomplish this new goal, my plans needed to be changed and I had to adjust. So point number 1 is something I don't think I need to tell you about. Be flexible. You had to be flexible last year. When I got to FAU and got into my major, international business, I was fascinated. Things started to click for me academically. I did get my girlfriend's father to bless our marriage, and this year we celebrated 43 incredible years of marriage. Please note I said incredible, not perfect. I mean, I am perfect, but what are you going to do? In over 4 decades of marriage, we've experienced joy and pain, excitement and challenges. And though our lives have changed, our promise to love and cherish one another has remained constant. And so point number 2, be committed. While I was a student, my father and I were able to start a business together. We started out building homes and realized quickly that that wasn't really our skill set, and so we started developing. And first, we took smaller infill parcels that had some problems, and we'd buy them at a discount and then work and solve the problems, and then we'd sell the lots. And then we grew larger, and we started to acquire more properties, and eventually we'd acquired a little over 2,500 acres. Everything was going great. Our business was growing rapidly. We started to develop a large country club community, and everything was going according to plan until the banks that were lending us money went bankrupt. That was not good. Actually, it was very painful. We had to make some hard choices, but we survived. So point number 3 is be tenacious. When things look bleak, don't give in or give up. One of the lessons I've learned, and I've found that most lessons are learned through a hardship, not through success. So be aware of your priorities. My priorities are God, family, and business. And part of the business side is giving back to the community. Whether it's time or talent or treasure, share what you've been given with your community. And that's point number 4, is be generous. Though through generosity, I've found it significantly fulfilling. It's amazing that the more we give, the more satisfaction we get. We're proud of you and know that you will do your utmost to meet the challenges in the years ahead, just as you've done so successfully here at FAU. You're in a position to not only change your world, but to change ours too. And we want to hear how you did it, because it's our turn to learn from you. So congratulations, class of 2020. Go Owls!
Thank you, Trustee Barber. You can see why we enjoy him so much. Now, we come to that part of the program where we confer your degrees. Dr. Brett Danilovich, the Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, will direct the ceremony for the presentation of degrees. Dr. Danilovich.
Thank you, President Kelly. As Provost and Chief Academic Officer, I offer my sincere congratulations to each of you graduating today. The faculty and I are not only proud of your achievements, but we are also proud of your commitment to completing this journey in spite of the personal challenges that you've faced amid a global pandemic. We begin with the presentation of specialists and master's degrees. Will the candidates for specialists and master's degrees please stand? President Kelly, these candidates, having completed all requirements for their specialist or master's degrees, are recommended for those degrees by the dean and faculty of their college.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon each of you the specialist or master's degree for which you have been recommended, with all of the honors, rights, and privileges thereunto appertaining. Congratulations, new graduates.
Will all the graduates please be seated so we may continue with the ceremony? The candidates for specialists and master's degrees will now proceed to the platform so they may receive individual recognition of their achievements. I request that our guests please remain seated throughout the awarding of degrees so that the last graduate to cross the stage may receive the same recognition as the first. Thank you.
Specialist and master's degree led by Dr. Callie King. Sharon Perez. Celine Diaz. Delisha Maldonado. Jeremy Anderson. Chelsea Mendez. Kaylee Harmut. Nicole Morales. Belle Sirius. Gabrielle Daniels. Carla Marin. Catherine Hagar. Paula Ann Winter. Nishandra Rosa. Shannon Bordeaux. Maria Lang. Ahmed Awada. Lakesh Singletary. Iris Norris. Anush Pereira. Lorna Silvestri. Timothy Graham. Madison Ann Lamone. Keandra Liedman. Chloe Cantive LaRocque. Kelly Fish. Carl Lassie. Jerry Marcellus. Christian Hare. Vestra Gorgieva. Ian Roman Esquivera. Jennifer Carazana. Miguel Castillo. Ashley Sanchez. Adrian Pinot. Tina Cunningham. Mark Smith. Sebastian Quintero. Su Ying Lin. Heather Seaman. Anuline Marchinier. Mariana Griswold. Lena Carrero. Linda Vinacha. Moisha Malchev. Whitney Blanchett. Mohammed Fazal Ujawad. Jason Raju. Samantha Inguanzo. Mauricia Serre Belizier. Sabrina Valero. Jamie Boak. Taylor Kung. Connie Zamora. Arminghan Montezer. Christopher Conyers.
We will now proceed with the presentation of baccalaureate degrees. Will the candidates for undergraduate degrees please stand? President Kelly, these candidates, having completed all requirements for their baccalaureate degrees, are recommended for those degrees by the dean and the faculty of their college.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon each of you the baccalaureate degree for which you have been recommended with all of the honors, rights, and privileges thereunto appertaining. Congratulations, graduates of 2020.
Will all the graduates please be seated so we may continue with the ceremony? The candidates for baccalaureate degrees will now proceed to the platform so they may receive individual recognition of their achievements.
Bachelor's degrees led by Anthony Abate. Rafael Paeva. Shalimar Augustave. Sashia Vinaya Lucero. Amanda Capote, cum laude. Angelica Capote, cum laude. Evander Mendonica. Tiffany Fidek. Regine Dormeville. Chabeli Palomino, cum laude. Alexia Shaw. Shahancha Fedoris. Brenda Caldas. Stephen Garcia. Mark Rothberg. Isaac Morales, cum laude. Mackenzie Tejo, cum laude. Cindy Bedford. Tyler Cerny. Valerie Cardona. Rebecca Neves. Stephanie Darby. Yanisiladero Odeza. Jennifer Colon, cum laude. Katie Silfa. Ernesto Hernandez. Taylor Sladen. Paula Padilla. Marlon Keene. Carmela Keene. Daniela Launis, magna cum laude. Alexis Hardy, cum laude. Kevin Corrivao. Salvador Patano. Abdul Hanan, cum laude. Saad Saeed, cum laude. Lydia Sanchez, cum laude. Noelia De Leon. Kishna Joseph. Catherine Maltez. Corel Smith. Dallas Bailey. Brianna Domichetti, magna cum laude. Jordan Muskie. Brooke Strow. Lillian Pinheiro, magna cum laude. Ashley Rendon. Adriana Aravedo Del Rio, summa cum laude. Solange Andeliz, magna cum laude. Alejandra Aguirre. Kaylin Donnelly. Christina Keel. Galit Albuquerque. Caitlin Finiger. Destiny Kaufman, magna cum laude. Raquel Zinigal. Miguel Antonio Sanchez. Dave Picard. Kaylin Hanley. Brianna Shepard. Paris Cortez Holt. Vivian Gordine. Michelle Ogden, magna cum laude. Whitney Walker, magna cum laude. Adriana Diaz. Ayana Torres, cum laude. Tia Bainsden. Camry Hawkins. Dylan Pinnell. Anna Ferrero, magna cum laude. Eric Rubin. Christine Gaffney. Catherine Helms Morel. Estefania Palmero Segal, summa cum laude. Alana Garcia, magna cum laude. Shirley Silva. Mary Boani. Yasmin Zaruki. Kyle Arkening. Isabella Valleo Alvarez. Sasha Merceron, magna cum laude. Kayla Rodriguez. Leticia Nacimiento, magna cum laude. Hannah Watson. Callista Yates. Adriana Wardlow. Isabella DeMarco. Ahane Jones. Daniela Gonzalez, cum laude. Luis Villamezar. Sarah Colazalos, cum laude. Jessica Johnson, magna cum laude. Gabriela Carvalho. Risa Samokovich. Brandon Inzinia. Carlos Toro. Christina Labarrera. Pat Archer. Good for you. Pashime Levette. Christine Denuse. Arnell Avril. Rebecca Natalis, cum laude. Gabriela Monticelli. Mariana Lopez, cum laude. Paige Reed. Erica Averso. Parker Lee Cadavar, cum laude. Sebastian Brownstein. Farine Hawk, cum laude. Janet Davis, summa cum laude. Michelle Vinasco. Megan Gonzalez, magna cum laude. Daniel Rosua. Niwin Fan Van. Kelly Tipitak. Christopher Gonzalez. Hannah K. Chin. Shakare Monstanto. Michael Julien. Ariel Alexis, magna cum laude. Anthony Smith. Shirley Trenchy, cum laude. Sarah Greco. Calvert James. Brooke Beck. Amy Galco. Betsy Galco. Amanda Webb. Latoya Young, magna cum laude.
Serena Gone. Barack Carsey, cum laude. Anthony McConnell. Yves Laguerre, magna cum laude. Ashley Dorzen. Janae Williams. Corey Jones. Melita Hood, summa cum laude. Janae Pompey Hodo. Tykeria Starling. Mary Elaine Boland. Sydney Morrow. Morgan Mulcahy. Jared DeValle, cum laude. Stephen Goldman. Rajesh Rumatar.
Mama, we made it!
Cum laude. Jack Dykeman. Nicole Rangel. Mayor Moon, magna cum laude. Vladimir Deschamps. Dauphine Noel. Trevia Stevens. Jada Stewart. Jakira Morris. Jocelyn Joseph. Dominique LaFontaine Samedi. Jeannie Santos. Mary Ashley Breville, cum laude. Janlyn Arias, cum laude. John Arias, cum laude. Eric Martinez. Tway Lee, cum laude. Hermania Jean Noel. Justin Brown. Teresa Bigord. Fernando Pina. Alexa Keller. Kara Chapsky Orlop. Natalia Scroggins. Jessica Villatoro Velasquez. Janet Pendergrast. Mario Gonzalez Bastidas. Nishana Singh. Nimra Alaudin, summa cum laude. Sophia Khalil. Nora Abramale. Rakeem Johnson. Gabriela Mulaf Nunez, cum laude. Gisela Duran Aguilera, cum laude. Natalie McCann. Michael Karsh. Ivan Escobar. Haider Alcazaz. Daniel Garcia. Richard Santos. Elena Tillman. Megan Shields. Miles Miller. Isaiah Espinal, cum laude. Suraj Sahani. Kalanda Harvey, cum laude. Mercy Trujillo. Minerva Rosero. Brenda Gaspard. Jason Dowd. Anne-Marie Virtulau, cum laude. Olewashayo Fatade. Aloshaula Fatade. Levi Travis, summa cum laude. Belen Wertheimer, magna cum laude. Karen Charles. Stephen Khalil. Aksa Tunisa Masood, cum laude. Sabrina Restrepo. Lorena Martinez. Lordy Petit Frere. Dalid Mosquera. Jason Francois. Brianna Lucente. Dilvar Munoz. Derek Watson. Noray Jean-Pierre. Jennifer Just. Astrid Joseph. Rudnish Cherry. Erica Sylvain. Vershay Quinn. Perchelle Clairvoy. Larissa Vera. Mesa Hamad. Asuka Takahashi, magna cum laude. Alex Nabutovsky. Barika Williams, magna cum laude. Shamandi Joseph, magna cum laude. Chantal McKaylee, summa cum laude. Ivan Hirdigen, summa cum laude. Jorge Ivan Rodriguez. Miriam Amir, summa cum laude. Jeffrey Stephen, cum laude. Taylor Conley. Michelle Pinto. Tammy Wen. David Valente, cum laude. Gina Valurella, cum laude. Randy Johnson. Itzel Arazo Ordonez, magna cum laude. Trevor Sells. Andres Lopez Turcot. Brittany Roach. Nasreen Ferris. Alyssa Bibilonia. Amber Kelly, magna cum laude. Diego Narciso, cum laude. Zachary Vorsteg. Amanda Garcia. Madeline Church. Frank Sanchez. Camilla Ramazani Tobar, magna cum laude. Kay Anna Valentin. Brandon Hinson. Jordan Udoni. Mariana Delgado. Estefania Abate. Julissa Guerrero Diaz, magna cum laude. Elijah Harden. Alyssa Corbello. Cassandra Shakespeare. Ashley Rodriguez, cum laude. Keandra Tarver. Torrin Davis. Norma Morales. Anakai Jean Simon. Wayne M. Massam II. Kiana Darden, cum laude. Samantha Amata. Tamerlyn Hughes, cum laude. John Tanner. Brianna McLeod. And DeAndre Williams.
I now address you for the first time as graduates of Florida Atlantic University officially. You are privileged to transfer the tassel to the left side of your cap and receive a standing ovation from this audience.
Congratulations. This completes the conferral of degrees honoring our 2020 graduates. Once again, we would like to request that all of our guests remain in their seats until the platform party and all of our graduates have recessed from the auditorium. We request that family and friends meet their graduates outside of the auditorium as the main building will be closed at the conclusion of graduation. Thank you for your cooperation. And now, Ms. Monica Benavides Hildago and the FAU Brass Ensemble will lead us in singing the Florida Atlantic University alma mater. Some of us were concerned that our graduates may not remember all the words with all the excitement, so they will appear on the screen so you can sing along.
The Gulf Stream breeze is blowing, the search for truth goes on. Seeking, learning, sharing knowledge, finding the meaning of the past that is gone, where nature beams with pleasant weather. We strive to learn to work together.